and welcome to the channel from Living Well Services at St Wilfrid's Hospice in Chichester. You may have already listened into our podcast, but if not, you will find more detailed information contained within our podcast episodes. With these videos, we aim to provide you with key tools and techniques to help you breathe a little easier, and to give you a visual demonstration of what we talk about in the podcasts. In this first video, we will be talking about our lungs and what it means to take a breath and to do this well. Breathing is something we tend to take for granted. We've been doing it every day since the day we were born, and on the whole, until something goes wrong, we've never really thought about how to breathe. And when breathing becomes difficult, it can be a very unsettling feeling. In fact, it can seem very frightening, especially when you start to feel that you are unable to control it. The good news is that under most circumstances, you can control your breathing once you have learned a few simple tools to use. First of all, let's talk about the lungs and why they are so important. Our bodies need oxygen to function. Our muscles and organs all require oxygen to do their various jobs. To reach the rest of the body, oxygen has to first pass through the lungs and into the bloodstream, which delivers it to wherever it is needed, and which transports carbon dioxide back to the lungs to be exhaled and got rid of. However, difficulty breathing does not necessarily mean that your oxygen levels are low. There are other aspects of breathing which can lead to symptoms like shortness of breath. Think about the Olympic sprinter who breaks the world record, but then stands doubled over, out of breath and unable to speak for a few minutes. There's nothing wrong with them. Their oxygen levels are perfect. They are super fit, but they have pushed their body to its limits. And when we exert ourselves, our respiratory system works hard, and as a result, we can end up feeling short of breath. We all get short of breath at times, but what can be difficult when you have an underlying condition which causes breathlessness is the fact you may be living with it every day, and not just experiencing it after obvious physical exertion. Breathlessness can be a very uncomfortable symptom to experience and can be a source of significant anxiety, which is why it is so important to have strategies to manage it and enable you to cope with it, so that you can keep enjoying life and doing the things which matter to you. There are a number of body parts which play a role in the act of breathing. We are going to start with the lungs, which are central to the action. It can be helpful to have a basic understanding of the lungs and other parts of the body which play important roles in your breathing. Structurally, your lungs look a bit like an upside-down tree. In your lungs, the main trunk is called the trachea, more commonly known as the windpipe. It has a large aperture or opening with a wide diameter, and inhaled and exhaled air pass in and out through here from and to the nose and mouth. The trachea then divides into two main branches. These two tubes are the left bronchus, which leads to the left lung, and the right bronchus, which leads to the right lung. Each bronchus then divides into smaller branches. These are the branches of your tree. In your lungs, these branches are called bronchioles. At the end of your bronchioles are the alveoli. These are what the leaves of the tree represent. They are tiny air sacs, like miniature balloons, and this is where the exchange of gases takes place, with oxygen entering the bloodstream from the lungs and carbon dioxide leaving the bloodstream to be exhaled from the lungs. Believe it or not, if you were to take all of the alveoli and to open them up and lay them flat, the total surface area would be equivalent to the floor space of the average 1 or 2 bedroom flat. So, if you have been told that you have areas of lung which are damaged, or if you have even had part of a lung removed, it is important to remember that there is still a lot of your lung area left, and we can manage okay like this. There are a few other important body parts which play a role in your breathing. The first one is the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a large flat sheet of muscle which sits at the bottom of your rib cage. In its resting position, it bows upwards. When it is activated, it flattens downwards, allowing your chest to expand. Your rib cage surrounds the heart and lungs, and the diaphragm forms the bottom of your chest. When you breathe in and take air into your lungs, they expand like a pair of balloons. As they do so, the whole chest must expand to accommodate this, so the diaphragm contracts, flattening downwards as the ribs move outwards. The ribs are able to move outwards because of muscles which sit in between them. They are known as the intercostal muscles. During normal relaxed breathing, the breath out should be approximately 1.5 times to twice as long as the breath in. This is because the inward breath, or inspiration, is active, involving contraction or tensioning of the muscles, whereas the breath out is passive, involving relaxation of the muscles. During normal relaxed breathing, and in someone who is fit and well, the work of the diaphragm and intercostal muscles is enough. However, when a person exerts themselves, sometimes other muscles get involved to allow air to be drawn in and breathed out quickly. These muscles are referred to as accessory muscles. You may have noticed in yourself, or when watching other people who are breathing heavily, that the shoulders lift, and you might even notice bulging of the muscles around the neck. If you are able to relax the accessory muscles and focus on using the diaphragm as efficiently as possible, your breathing will feel more relaxed and comfortable, less stressful, and less exhausting. We hope you have found this video interesting, helpful, and reassuring. If you would like to find out further information and access resources, including printable written resources, please visit the St Wilfrid's Hospice website at stwh.co.uk. Thank you for watching.